All right, we're gonna give this another try. I'm having some sound issues this morning, as always. But we're gonna keep it moving. Maybe we can figure out what the heck's going on with that. And oh, there's a bite right there. All right, so we're getting some bites on the top water already. All right, we got our sound fixed. So we're ready to go. All right, we got some bass jumping around us, so maybe we can get a quick one. Just a couple of quick bites here while the light's still low. We got some overcast, so that might help us out. Check my drag here. I need to tighten up just a little bit for, gotta tighten up a little bit for Guntersville, because you got some big fish in here, and you've got lots of grass that you have to fight through. So just casting that across this grass flat. We got some mats right in front of us, but there's a little underwater point that's got some grass on it right here. And apparently it has some bass on it because I just got a bite. So looks like we got almost a full moon. A lot of the stuff I was fishing the last time I was here about a month ago is completely matted out now, so I can't even get into a lot of that. I mean, I guess I could, but we're gonna I'm definitely seeing some activity out here on this flat, so lots of fish. We had a little pop-up storm this morning. It's kind of biased now, so it kind of started raining right before I put the boat in, so I'm gonna turn around and kind of work around here. Don't have any eelgrass on the surface, so ooh, there's just a bunch of stuff going on out here right now. Oh, there was a bite. Workout. I'm fishing just a little custom pop-R here. It's a smaller size. This time of year I like to go a little bit smaller, even though I do use this all year, but I'm gonna fish some stuff later today that's probably a little bit smaller than what a lot of times when I fish square bills and stuff like that, they're like the big 3-inch models. I go down to like stuff that's 2 inches or smaller. So, but good conditions first thing in the morning for some top water. We got some overcast. Like I say, a little pop-up storm just went through, and seeing a lot of activity. Got the wind blowing into the bank I'm fishing, or well, the grass line I'm fishing. Main thing I'm happy to see is just a lot of fish activity. 2 bites already, even though they didn't get it. Didn't even feel them. Fishing that thing fast. The water temperature is 86 degrees. Oh, that wasn't me. Heard one blow up out there when I looked away, and I thought it might have been my bait, but it wasn't. When this wind's coming out of this, if this wind's been coming out of the south like this, we ought to do well over here, because this will blow all that grass, any of that eel grass that's out here, keep it away from where I'm fishing. And but we're just gonna start off with this top water, and then if it, as it goes, may do a little mat fishing, may do a little cranking. I like little small crankbaits this time of year. I just feel like these fish kind of key in on smaller stuff. A lot of people try to use big baits on lakes like this where there's a lot of big fish. You don't have to. You can. I'm just out here trying to get some bites. So, oh yeah, we got some real good grass around us. So I'm gonna kind of fan cast over this point. I can see it up here, and it's the kind of stuff that I like to fish. Just like a foot or so under the surface. Got some holes in it. A little bit of it's trying to top out in some places. Kind of taking my time right now. Going. It's that pondweed I like in here. They seem to get in that stuff pretty good in this section of the lake. This lake and grass lakes in general are kind of weird. You kind of figure out if there's a certain kind of grass that they're keying on. In some areas it'll be one thing, in some areas it'll be something completely different. Well, had a few quick bites, and right around this little grassy point. I think the way I skitter this bait across the top, I think it just looks like a little bait fish trying to get away, and they just react to it a lot of times. I don't typically do as well on it later in the summer. Well, depending on where I'm at, I fish it a little bit slower on some other lakes, but in the fall. But this time of year I fish it pretty fast, especially in this water is pretty clear. don't give them very much time to get a good look at it. And that thing, it's kind of a, this bait is kind of a neat deal because it kind of darts like a spook a little bit, and it pops, and it just real erratic on the surface. Kind of having to go against the wind, which I don't really like doing with this bait. But we're just gonna fish around this little area and see if we can get a bite or two. Throwing it right up to the edge of that grass now and just we're just going to cover some water today, see what we can run into. I got grass right out in there. It's not actually on the bank, they're on the grass line, so I make a few casts out in front of me sometimes like this. There's some other grasses, I can see it down there just under the water, so. Oh, there's a little gar. Yeah, I got a little grass on it. Well, can be a little tricky first thing in the morning because you can't see where all that grass is at. Cast right on. Oh, there. Oh, that was a good one. Cast right on a good patch there. Came up and got it. I saw a little. Oh well. That's all right. We'll get some. I don't mind missing them. That was fun. We're getting bites. I'm happy just to get some bites right now. Last couple of times I went to a different lake, but it's a lot tougher than this one. And it was slow going. Slow going and smaller fish. Sometimes I just gotta get away from the crowd, so. But what is it today? Is it August 1st? Yeah, so not a whole lot of bass guys out today. There was one that was already in the water, probably a night fisherman when I put in, and there's been one put in. I'm looking at the boat right now. There's been one put in since I put my boat in. So this area is usually teeming with fishermen, and it's pretty quiet. Can't complain about that. We're just gonna keep working this little popper down the bank, just wrap it. Ooh, we got some good stuff right underneath me. I'm gonna make a few casts. When I see stuff like that, I'm just gonna make a few casts out here across it, and not necessarily right up against where it's topped out. See if there's anything hanging out in there, cruising. Maybe we can get us a biggie this morning. Nice. I'd like to get one about 6 or 7 pounds if we can get one. I don't know if I can get him out of this grass if he bites. I'm just using 17-pound mono with this popper because it just seems to work the best. You use the braid and you pull out those small hooks, and if you use fluorocarbon, it sinks faster than mono, and it just doesn't seem to work as good. So that's why I do what I do. And I'm hoping that today will be the last day I have any problems with my phone overheating. I bought a little, it's for gamers, but it's a little phone cooler that attaches to the back. It actually gets cold, and it has a little fan to kind of keep air circulating. That's been a problem with me the last couple of years when I try to do stuff with a GoPro and the phone and stuff overheating in the summer in the extreme heat. I built a little device for my GoPro. It's got a fan on it so it doesn't overheat, and then it's also got a little sunshade, and that really helps. The main thing with those, I think, is just keeping the actual lens of the back screen it's just some of that, you know, it's just a display screen, and it gets super hot if it gets really sunny out. Even if it's not that hot out, it'll get really hot and overheat. So I just built that little thing to kind of deal with that issue, and I haven't had an issue since. So just happy to solve that problem. All right, well, some more grass out here in front of us. We're gonna I'm doing a little bit of cast out, and then I'm just kind of working my way back towards the grass line, just seeing if we can find a little zone where there may be a particular depth zone or something like that where these fish are going to key on this bait. Right now I'm trying the shallow stuff. This is a good time to fish shallow. A lot of people think you gotta be out there deep in the summertime. Oh, they go deep, and they do, but there's also a lot of shallow fish, and it seems like the shallow stuff gets a little bit progressively better as the days get shorter. So a lot of people don't like fishing like a popper style bait in wind like I mean, it's not real windy, but it's got a little chop going on. But I've had some pretty good luck doing it on this lake so far today. Can't keep one hooked though. We may do a little mat frogging after a while. It's a lot of people love it. It's actually one of my least favorite things to do, unless you just see them blowing up everywhere, because it can be tedious. But when you can catch some good fish doing it. To me, it's just a tedious, slow way of fishing. You got to fish that frog, just kind of move it slow across the top of those mats, and you can't really cover a whole lot of water. I like to cover water, make a lot of casts in the day. I feel like the more casts you make, if you're not fishing like forward-facing sonar, the more casts you make, the more opportunities you have to put your bait in front of a fish that might bite it. That's just the way I've always fished, and that's the way I like to fish. So oh, there was one. That fish didn't bust it. He just kind of grabbed it, and I felt a weight and They're just not really getting it today though. So. Well, we're getting bites. We've had 4 bites and 0 catches, so that's unusual. Of course, these fish are highly pressured. Maybe if you don't have something just right, they're just not going to